Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in. Today's second video, going to have a look at the weather for next week to 10 days. Well, today's second video, day 10, will take us to the 21st of July. We'll be able to extend that, we'll be on that with the extra GFS and ECM ensemble because they run around a couple of weeks. We'll have a look at CFS V2 at the end of the video next 4 weeks, gets into the early part of August. So I'll get on with that for you in a moment, just to say that the first video series are 6 AM upload, so please check out that video if you'd like to that. But if you'd like to subscribe to the video, thank you so much everybody. We've only put on 5 subscribers now to get to 13.9k, so we are very, very close to 30,900 subscribers. Please give us a sub, tell friends and family to subscribe as well. If you can do that for us, it'll be absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much everybody. Did a live stream last night. It was a lovely live stream. Had a lot of fun, plenty of laughs. So check out the live stream if you'd like to do that as well. It's got over 5,000 views, so it's a big old stream. That one, I think it peaked at 155 concurrent viewers. Wow. Anyway, check out the live stream if you wasn't able to see it live. Thank you so much, everyone. For dinner, I hope you're having a lovely Monday. It's very, very warm out there. Hot and sunny here at GavsWeatherVids Towers. And even hotter weather could be on the way. More about that later on in the video. But we'll start off with the latest temperature observations from XC Weather. So you can see it's hot across many parts of England. We've got 32 degrees there at Leconfield, quite a long way north with highest temperature at the moment. Scampton's at 29. Cambridge is at 30. To Westham is at 27. Church Lawford is at 29. Wittering is at 30. We've got Birmingham at 29, so you're holding very close, you know, to 30 degrees in many areas. Brighton Norton is at 30, Bainson is at 30 degrees, High Wycombe is at 29, London Heathrow is at 30, and Gatwick is at 29 as well. A little bit cooler out to the north and northwest, so Tulloch is a nice and refreshing sort of 20 degrees. That's much more my kind of temperature. Aban is at 21. We've got Belfast at 22, very pleasant. Carnarvon Airport is at 22. Rivers at 25, so pretty warm, a little bit further inland. Sennybridge is at 25, and Liscombe is at 25 too. So out west, it's a little bit more comfortable, but a hot afternoon across much of central and eastern England in particular. Aberdeen at 24, pretty warm there too. But if you think it's warm today, wait for the weekend, because look at this. The UK Met Office has issued an amber warning for extreme heat. An extreme heat alert has been issued for Sunday, 17th of July. You don't see these all that often, although they have become a little bit more common over recent summers. Let's click on it. You can see it coming in many parts of England, really. So let's have a look, see what they're saying. Valid from midnight Sunday to 11:59 Sunday evening. And they say some exceptionally high temperatures are possible during Sunday and could lead to widespread impacts on people and infrastructure. What to expect? Population-wide adverse health effects are likely to be experienced, not limited to those most vulnerable to extreme heat, leading to potential serious illness or danger to life. Wow. Government advice is that 999 services should be used in emergencies only. Seek advice from 111 if you need non-emergency health advice. Substantial changes in working practice and daily routines likely to be required. Significantly more people are likely to visit coastal areas, lakes and rivers, leading to increased risk of water safety incidents. Delays on roads and road closures are possible, along with delays and cancellation to rail travel services, with potential for significant welfare issues for those who experience even moderate delays. Further detail, temperatures will likely build again later this week and over the coming weekend, likely peaking on Sunday and Monday. Some exceptionally high temperatures are possible, and cumulative effects of warm nights and hot days are expected to bring widespread impacts to people and infrastructure. This period of hot weather is expected to continue into the early part of next week, hence an update extending this warning into Monday is likely. and then you see on the grid we're just there. Amber for high impact. So the only place we can go from there would be to red alert for high impacts. Will that happen? I wonder. But yeah, looking pretty serious for Sunday. UK Met are right with this, and I have no reason to believe that they're not. So yes, some very high temperatures likely as we get into the weekend. Central temperature, we'll keep you posted, of course, at GavsWeatherVids. Central temperature is already rocketing, so we are now at 16.2, slightly above average for July, 0.2 of a degree above average. That's provisional to the temp. That's only going in one direction, so I reckon by the weekend that will be at least in the 17s, possibly heading up into the 18s, who knows. These are the GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles. We're at Maidstone in Kent today. So the red line is the 30-year upper air temperature average for Maidstone, starting above average at the moment, quite significantly. So there's going to be a cool down going on through the middle part of the week. We've been talking about this in the videos over the past few days. We will turn things a little bit cooler around Wednesday, Thursday. Temperatures will become a lot more refreshing. And then into the weekend, yes, those temperatures still rising up. So once again, we have several GFS ensemble members that are heading up to between 25 and 20 degrees at 850 HPA, including the 6Z operational run, which of course we're going to have a look at in a moment. Even if it doesn't get that high with the upper air temperature, a lot of the ensemble members are getting to around 20 degrees anyway at 850 HPA, so it's going to be turning very hot over the weekend and into the beginning of next week, probably only lasting for a couple of days, and then lowering the temperature back much closer to average as we head off into the final week of the month. Precipitation wise, again, we see lots of dry weather over the next week to 10 days, and then possibly a little bit more unsettled in the final week or so of the month. This is how the MOGREPS ensemble is looking at the weather outlook. So this, again, UK Met Office product. MOGREPS rated very highly among the professionals, on the weather scene. So, same idea as the ensemble graph, which is looking at, we've got dates on the bottom, and we've got the temperature at 850 HPA on the side, so that's 15 degrees at 850 HPA, that's 20 degrees, and that's 25 degrees at 850 HPA. Again, you can see, this is for London, you can see that many of these MOGREPS ensemble members are going to between 20 and 25 degrees at 850 HPA. So many of these ensemble members are going for really quite extreme heat there from the 17th through the 18th, possibly even lasting into the 19th of July. So like 3 days of incredible heat on a lot of those MOGREPS ensemble members. Some of them still not quite going for it. These ones down here are a little bit cooler, but it's still hot, still between 15 and 20 degrees at 850 HPA. So yeah, it does look as though there could be some extreme weather. When we get to 40 degrees, I think there has been a little bit of a back off on that within the model output. So probably at most likely mid to upper 30s Celsius, hovering around 100 Fahrenheit. Probably not making it to 40 degrees at, that's how it looks at the moment. But we'll wait and see. Of course, it's still early days. We're still talking about around a week away. So just under a week for Sunday and a week away for Monday. Temperature anomalies on the 11th to the 19th of July are above average, substantially so for western parts of Europe. Eastern, northern, northeastern Europe looking quite a bit cooler though. And precipitation anomalies from the 11th to 19th of July are very substantially drier than normal. Related info on that from earthnullschool.net shows that we've got a pretty fair of low pressure in the Atlantic actually today, just here, and a weather front coming towards West Scotland. That will bring some cooler weather over the middle part of the week. So this is a cold front going to slip southwards and will lower the temperature from today's heat into something more comfortable through the middle part of the week. Right, let's have a look at some chart data then. So this is how the UK Met Euro run is looking for midnight on Thursday. We are bringing in that cooler air at that point, so you can see that the high pressure centre just around west, we're pulling down something a little bit cooler and pressure from the North Atlantic. Then the high pressure takes over as you move into the weekend. It's midnight on Sunday, high pressure over the country. Winds begin to pull up into the south and the southeast. That started to pull very hot air up from the south. But the upper air temperatures at midnight on Sunday, not excessive actually, just again the plus 20 celsius ice going to far southwest, but not too bad for other northern and eastern areas. As far as we get to with the UK Met Euro is to midnight on the 18th, on Monday, 18th of July. Winds are in from a southerly southeasterly direction. It's certainly looking hot, not extreme on this particular GFS run, but we saw from the Mogreps ensemble just here that a lot of the ensemble members, you know, are going quite a lot hotter with the upper air temperatures by the beginning of next week than the UK Met operational run. Still looks pretty hot anyway. That'll certainly get temperature into the mid-30s Celsius at the very least. Icon looks like that. Again, high pressure out to the west on Thursday. A little bit cooler with that area of high pressure. The high pressure establishes open to the east of the country through the weekend. The wind turns into south and start to bring up some pretty hot air from the south. Upper air temperatures for midnight on Sunday look like that. And yeah, bring up plus 20 Celsius iceberg. So very, very hot day likely on Sunday. That is Monday, midnight on Monday. Again, we've got high pressure just out to the west, trying to pull some cooler air in from the north and northeast. Still very hot though in the south-southeast. We've got plus 20 Celsius iceberg. That probably gets the temperature into the upper 30 Celsius. I would have thought for the south for 40 degrees. I reckon we may need a plus 25 Celsius iceberg. So that's, you know, across central parts of France. So probably not 40, but upper 30 Celsius with that on Sunday. And then we get through to Monday, which is 18th of July, and looks like it's starting to bring in something a bit cooler and fresher from the northeast. But still with that plus 20 Celsius iceberg down there in the south, looking very pleasant though with the upper air temperatures across Scotland. GFS midnight run, again, with that area of high pressure building in from the Atlantic at the end of the week, but with a cooler, fresher air, making it very pleasant end of the week. Low humidity, lower temperatures, still gradually sunshine. I mean, it'd be very nice up the through the middle and latter part of this week. Over the weekend, however, high pressure centres over the country and starts to move eastwards. So this is midnight on Monday, winds pushing up from the south at that point. Looking hot, although plus 20 Celsius isoform doesn't get in, actually, with the GFS midnight run. That's over France, interestingly. And then, quite quickly, a Fundry low starts to develop. This is 19th of July. Fundry low is developing, and that's sort of pushing the heat and humidity away to the east. So probably thundery early next week with the GFS midnight run. Probably limiting the temperatures like mid-30s Celsius there. I would have thought maybe 35 or 36 degrees. Very quickly in March range, high pressure back in again. So that brings more hot weather back. So we can't charge that brief thundery interlude. And then more thundery lows pushing up from the south. So very thundery look to the GFS midnight run through the final week or 10 days or so of the month. And has backed away from 40 degrees. This is how the GFS 6Z is looking. So again, we've got high pressure building in from off the Atlantic for Thursday and Friday, sitting over the country through the weekend and starting to bring the wind up from the south. Upper air temperatures at 6 a.m. honestly don't look that excessive. Got plus 15 Celsius iceberg into the southwest, plus 20 Celsius iceberg is across northern parts of France. But as we go through Sunday into Monday, that's when the extreme heat starts to arise. So the ridge slips eastwards towards southern parts of Germany. Fundry low is developing around Biscay and to our southwest, and two combining to bring up some very extreme heat. That's how the upper air temperatures look for 6 a.m. on Monday. And yes, we have got plus 20 Celsius iceberg there, covering much of England and Wales. That will bring temperatures into the upper 30s Celsius, probably. Then a Fundry low beginning to develop within that melting part of heat as we go from Monday into Tuesday. Upper air temperatures are extremely hot with the GFS 6Z. So we have got plus 25 Celsius iceberg there, pretty much getting on to the south coast at 6 a.m. on Tuesday. So GFS 6Z is very extremely hot for the early part of next week. We'll probably get the temperature 40 degrees, depending on what happens with this Fundry low. I mean, it's a Fundry low that we have there through the early to middle part of next week. This is Wednesday. Fundry area of low pressure over England and Wales. pushing away the heat into continental Europe, lowering the temperature and probably producing big thunderstorms. In my extended range, have a go again, pulling up some more hot weather there around 22nd of July. That one's very brief though. It doesn't get extreme because the chop pushes through before it can really get anything established. And then we finish up actually with GFS 6 looking quite cool, wet and windy. Would you believe, for the end of July as far as we go to the 27th of the month. Temperature forecast based on that GFS 6, everyone looks like that. So Sunday, not extreme, this is standard hot day, if this is right. So we're like 31, 32, 33. It's, very hot, but it's nothing overly dramatic. So that's just like a standard British hot day. However, much hotter for Monday the 18th of July. So temperatures then widening across England and Wales, sort of into the mid to upper 30 Celsius, going for like maximum of around 39 degrees there for parts of central and eastern England. That is over 100 Fahrenheit. And even hotter potentially on Tuesday, the 19th of July. Yes, still showing 40 degrees being reached there on that GFS 6Z run through parts of eastern England, East Anglia, into the East Midlands, reaching 40 degrees there. Otherwise, widening to 39 degrees. Would depend on what happens with that fungi low, how quickly the storms start being generated. If the storms are generated early on that day, then we would not get 40 degrees because there'd be too much cloud. And, precipitation, rainfall will bring the temperature down, have a cooling effect. So it would just depend on what happens with the storm. Notice, again, extremely hot over the continent, 42 degrees, which is northern France, 43 degrees into the Low Countries once more. Scotland looking positively cool. Look at that, just 12 to 15 degrees there. That's undercooked, but it would be much cooler for Scotland. So those in England, this came off those in England that don't like it, head north is the message. GM, if you enjoyed the video, then please you like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. Thank you so much. GM, again, with high pressure dominating the weather over the end week into weekend. Eventually, that high pressure starts to allow some hotter air move up from the south. That's how the upper air temperatures look at midnight on Monday. Still just sharp of plus 20 Celsius iceberg into the southwest of the country. But early next week, we do bring up that plus 20 Celsius iceberg. That probably gets temperature into the upper 30 Celsius. But a fungi low is developing there as well for the early part of next week, with increasing risk of thunderstorms. So by Wednesday, we've still got a 20 Celsius iceberg into the southeast corner, but he's being pushed away by that thundering area of low pressure. We finished up the GM looking cooler and fresher, bringing wind back round into the north and the northeast. That fungi low moves away. And then the ECM looking like that. So once again, we've got the high pressure building in from off the Atlantic through the weekend, turning us drier and hotter as the wind pulls up from the south. Plus 20 Celsius iceberg at midnight on Sunday, just to our far south and southwest. Into Monday, it's midnight Monday. It looks like we're trying to bring in a little bit more northeasterly flow. So we have got plus 20 Celsius iceberg just onto the south coast, but not as far north with that as a lot of the model output has it. As we go to the OPAD next week, still looking very hot, plus 20 Celsius iceberg in the far south and southwest, and an increasingly thundery look to things with this area of low pressure. Just here, the hottest day, possibly Tuesday 19th on the ECM scenario, where the plus 25 Celsius iceberg midnight Wednesday 20th is not all that far away from the far southeast corner. So the ECM takes a little bit longer, I think, than the other models to get there. It doesn't do it until the early part of next week, but once it gets there, it does get very, very hot with the ECM midnight run, albeit as well thundering. Finishing up by day 10, 21st of July, Thursday, taking that fungi low into the southern North Sea and bringing in much cooler and fresher air from the north and northeast, shunting that heat and humidity and thunder away into Germany. This is a precipitation forecast based on that ECM run from Meteo.com. So lots of dry weather coming up over the next few days away from northern parts of Scotland. Then we get towards the end of the run though, and the storms begin to break out. Widespread thunderstorm potentially there around days 9 and 10. This is the option on the table within the ECM ensembles day 4, day 10, which gets us to the 21st of July. 51 out of 51 members of the ECM ensembles, all of them having high pressure to our west and pulling in something a little bit cooler and fresher from the north or northeast as the Fungi low clears away to our east. And in 2 weeks' time, these are the options that we've got. This one will get us to the 26th of July. 27 members of the ECM ensemble take the high pressure further out into the Atlantic, dropping a trough of low pressure to the northeast and bring the wind in from the north or northeast direction, looking cool and unsettled, showery back. And then 24 with low pressure to the north-northeast, got high pressure in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, and winds again coming in from like a northerly type direction, northwesterly. So both of those look rather cool and showery actually by the time we get towards the end of the month. And talking about, let's just have a quick look at CFSB2. These are 500 millibar high times break down to week periods. The first week period takes us through the 11th, 17th of July. The coming week, of course, dominated by high pressure over to the south of the country. So we know what's like to happen over the next week or so. Week 2 will be the 18th to 24th of July. The high pressure pulls out in towards the Atlantic, trough of low pressure over Scandinavia. That send the jet stream and the wind direction into a northwesterly type pattern. So probably becoming cooler and more showery there. Now look at week 3. This is a big change. 25th of July to the 31st. That's a trough of low pressure across northern West Europe. We haven't seen that for quite some time. So that is obviously much more unsettled, a lot wetter, and also a lot cooler as well. And then week 4 is going to be the 1st to the 7th of August with low pressure again to our north, high pressure to our south-southwest, winds coming in from the west. That'll be rather cool and showery too. So once we get this hot stuff out of the way, the final week of July looking a lot cooler, that lasting into first week of August. Well, remember it's just one run for CFS, so it could look completely different tomorrow. But yeah, you know, relief later in the month and into August if you don't like the hot weather. Right, we're done. If you enjoyed the video, then please do like, share, subscribe. If you're so point of doing that, don't tell your friends and family to subscribe as well. If everyone who subs brings a friend, we're going to get to 14k so much more quickly. 13.9k, just 5 subscribers away. Could we get to 13.9k today? Wouldn't that be exciting? If we could do that today, wow, wow, wow. I would be very excited, very excited about that. I'm so sorry, everybody. Right, so let's see what happens. That's it then for today's videos. Now tomorrow, we're going to have a 6 AM upload. We'll have the ECM WF birthday / 6 weeks look ahead for the UK and the rest of Europe as well, by the way. And that was another bit 10 to 14 there to bring you up to date with all of the latest developments with the heat wave and whatnot. So we shall see you then. But for this video and for today's videos, though, that's all for now. And thank you so much for watching.